From movie directors heaping praise on the John Wick action star, to giving his colleagues personalized gifts that they'll never forget, here's why Hollywood loves working with Keanu Reeves. When it comes to the title of Hollywood's nicest celebrity, no one comes close to Keanu, not even Tom Hanks. There's not one negative news article about him, and everyone who's met him says he's patient, professional, and extremely kind.
You, working again?
No, just sorting some stuff out.
Oh.
And it's not only starstruck fans saying this either. Hollywood directors love working with him, and they can't get enough of the energy he brings to the table. Over the course of his career, 7 different directors have talked about their experiences working with him, and this includes former stuntman-turned-director Chad Stahelski. He's directed all 4 of the John Wick movies, and there's rumors that a 5th one's in early development.
John! Hey, where is he?
Despite the fact that Chapter 4 ended John's story in a meaningful way, Chad said that when he asks people what they like most about the franchise, most of them say it's because Keanu does his own stunts, and it's clear that audiences want to see more of him on screen. If Keanu wasn't so committed to the role, didn't go to the gym to train for his action sequences, didn't learn how to handle knives, nunchucks, and a variety of firearms, fans would have been bored by the second movie. Chad says Keanu puts everything he has into one shot and gives maximum effort with every take.
No more guns, John. No more bullets. No! He's here! He's fucking here! He's there! He's coming!
Plus, he comes up with his own ideas. For example, in Chapter 4, John's on horseback in the desert, chasing some bad guys and shooting at them. That was Keanu's idea. And according to Chad, the magic sauce that makes the franchise work so well is Keanu pouring his heart and soul into it. He's not only a hard worker, but he's also a collaborator in every sense of the word. Just look at the emotional way he thanks everyone for their work on Chapter 4. He looks everyone in the eyes and makes sure they know that their hard work is greatly appreciated, because it was their support that helped him pull off all the crazy stunts and action sequences. Here's what went down. There's a scene where Winona's character, Mina Harker, is supposed to be crying, but in order to make the scene believable, Coppola asked Keanu to hurl abuses at her in order to make her cry for real. That's taken a page straight out of Kubrick's playbook, if you ask me. But the actress said that Keanu refused to do it. Coppola tried multiple times to get him to do it, but the actor stood his ground, and it could have been due to his friendship with Winona, or his professionalism and decency. But either way, Keanu proved at an early age that he wasn't going to be mean to get ahead in the business. And over the years, Hollywood's nicest actor has transformed himself into one of the only stars who do their stunts. For real, Rina Sawayama, who plays Akira in John Wick Chapter 4, was genuinely surprised by how an actor pushing 60 does his own stunts. The Japanese-British singer called him very down-to-earth, and that she shared an awesome moment with him in the gym. They were working out together when she realized just how ordinary he is. She described his aura as chilled out and lovely, and that whenever you're around him, it's like you're with a family member. He has a calming presence about him that few actors do, but he can also ramp up the intensity when it comes to stunt work. Rina was shocked at how he kept rehearsing and practicing stunts over and over again. Her character, Akira, is only in a small portion of the movie. She does 1 or 2 intense action sequences, then says goodbye. But Keanu, on the other hand, had a whole movie worth of stunts to do. Like I said earlier, the actor trained for 6 months and learned to use the nunchucks, which he's never used before, and he bonked himself on the head plenty of times before getting it right. Talk about commitment. But he also helped Rina ease into her role. After all, he spent 38 years building his film career. That comes with serious experience and wisdom, and he was happy to share it with Rina. In a recent interview, the singer-turned-actor revealed that Keanu helped her get into her character and would always make sure that she was taken care of on set. I mean, I'd expect nothing less, considering that it's Keanu Reeves. And then there's Hong Kong superstar Donnie Yen, who became an instant fan favorite for his performance as Kane the Blind Assassin. Now, he's been making movies for decades, and he's one of the biggest names in China, but he didn't make a splash in Hollywood until very recently. When Rogue One, a Star Wars story, hit cinemas in 2016, it's all been uphill since then, but John Wick is special. You see, Donnie's an accomplished action director, and he directed the fight sequences of several of his own movies, including the iconic Flashpoint and Sha Po Lang. So when he tells you that Keanu was more than he expected and that he's no joke, you know he's telling the truth. In a recent interview, Donnie shared Rena's sentiments about the John Wick actor doing his own stunt work. He described Keanu as a guy who puts in the hours to make his vision a reality. He's the last person to leave the set at night and sits with the director to make sure he's got what he needs. It's like he shares a special bond with everyone he meets. Lawrence Fishburne is the best person to talk to about this. He's been friends with Keanu since they worked together on the first Matrix movie, and they've remained close ever since. Their on-screen chemistry is obviously off the charts, and they always look like they're having a good time doing what they do. But Fishburne recently said that his connection with Keanu goes way deeper than that. The two veteran actors share a deep love for making things that the audience will latch onto for decades. They did it with the Matrix trilogy, and they've done it with the John Wick franchise. And according to Fishburne, they're continuing the impulse that was born on the sets of the first Matrix movie.
Do best. What's that? Hunt.
Now, if John Wick 5 works out, maybe we'll see Keanu and Fishburne take on a new wave of assassins together. Wouldn't that be exciting? But it wouldn't be fair to leave out the people that make the John Wick's action sequences pop, the stunt people. Ask any stunt person who they want to work with, and they'll either say Tom Cruise or Keanu Reeves, but more often than not, it's the John Wick star. In fact, he refused to let two stunt performers get killed off in John Wick Chapter 3. Remember the two assassins that go toe-to-toe with him at the end of the movie, before Zero comes in for the kill. They're famous Indonesian martial artists named Sisip Arif Rahman and Yaya Ruhian, and they're some of the best in the business. According to film critic Hannah Inez, Keanu was so impressed by their performance that he refused to let their characters get killed. They knocked him down so many times during rehearsals that he couldn't help but get up and smile. You see, he has an insane amount of appreciation for the cast and crew of his movies. After filming for John Wick 4 Wrapped, he gave the stunt people custom-made shirts that showed how many times each one of them had died in the movie. And fun fact, some of the stunt people had died over 20 times. And that's because the movie reused stunt performers for the same sequence. But they didn't just get shirts from the actor. He also gave them Rolex watches. Scott Adkins, who played Killa Harkin in John Wick 4, joked that instead of a Rolex watch, Keanu gifted him an engraved axe. I mean, an axe sounds pretty baller to me, but this just shows how generous Keanu is. So from giving his colleagues personalized gifts that they'll never forget, to movie directors heaping praise on the John Wick action star. That's why Hollywood loves working with Keanu Reeves.